Okay, resume recording. So what I thought we could do is, in my studies, I've been learning more about beliefs, our belief systems, and everything happens to us based on our beliefs. So whether we believe in something or we believe something else is not in alignment with us, it all comes back to us in some sort of form. But you can, I want to say trick your subconscious mind, but it's not really tricking it, it's utilizing it in a creative way. So when you, one of the examples in my study, they mentioned Einstein. People wanted to be Einstein because of his intelligence, his charisma, his attracting to him, the way he used to attract people to him. So if you were to take your belief that you are Einstein, or fill in the blank, it doesn't have to be Einstein, it's think of someone that you admire greatly. It could be male or female, but someone that you admire their strength, their abilities, whatever it is that you look up to in this person, or maybe you even have more than one. You can focus in on those qualities and that person and just imagine, use your imagination. Even Einstein said imagination is the most important thing, because that's where it all starts. If you imagine that you are this person, or you are very much like this person, or you have the qualities, and then believe in that, you can utilize that to enhance your life, your abundance, whatever it is you want to attract to you. So we'll just play with that a little bit during our yoga. Think of someone, just start with one person that you greatly admire, that you would want to emulate. And this really isn't new, but we haven't done this, and it's just been, you know, I've gotten reminders through my studies. So I thought we would just play with it. Now, in using my own imagination, I started thinking of, or trying to think of, people that I admire. And I would think of someone, well, this person's really wealthy and she came up through the ranks of the business that she's in and was successful, but there were things hidden from view that were not desirable. So I didn't want to choose someone like that. So I kept choosing, well, there's this person and they have these qualities. And I thought, wait a minute, there really isn't anybody that I would rather be than me. However, I would like to be a better version of myself. So if that process happens to you, it's okay, because we have a higher self, or we actually are our higher self, but there are qualities that we can tap into from our higher self, from other lifetimes that we've lived. And things like that, that we can develop those qualities in ourselves that we really want. So however you want to do that, we'll just play with the idea of it while we do our yoga. Okay. I thought it might be fun and interesting to give that a little try. Get my wires out of here. I guess I've got everything over here. So we'll start with centering, and we'll just make this not too long of a class. Since we kind of talked the first half of the time away, we'll just see how far we can go with this. So sitting tall, if you want to bring your hands into Bu Mudra to release. Close your eyes. I would recommend closing your eyes. Give them a little rest while you use your mental imagery. Connect with the earth, appreciating Starship Earth. I just got huge chills around that. It might be a Shiro coming in. Bring your focus to your breathing patterns. Notice if it's easy or hard. Now, before we go any further, just release your mudra and bring your right hand just inside your left shoulder where there's an indentation there, and just come down maybe a half an inch or a quarter of an inch and start to massage there. This is one way to increase your immune system, your immune function. So just breathe however you want to breathe and circle around in that area, a little massage. Sometimes they call these the sore spots because, not to overgeneralize, but most people, when they massage it, they feel a soreness in there. It's a meridian point. All right, now we'll switch sides. Just go to the other shoulder, your right shoulder with your left hand. Those first two fingers work really well. Index and second finger to massage. And just move around to see where it's sore, where it's not, where it feels hard, where it feels soft. Notice if there's any referral pain. Sometimes we'll massage one area and we feel it like in the back of the neck or something. Just see how it goes. All right, and then just release both hands on your knees or in your lap. Notice how you feel. What sensations are there in your body, especially after massaging? Feel the sensations all around your body. What's going on? What's your body telling you? And then just open your eyes. We're going to stand and work with our Tai Chi rising before we start our other moves. Just coming to the somewhere on your mat. It can be in the center, it can be in the front, doesn't matter. Toes forward. And just bringing hands onto your torso, wherever feels right. And start with a deep breath. Breathe out and lower. Bending knees. I call forth the unconditional love, light, and power of the earth now for our highest good. Moving the energy up your pranic tube. Lift up. Breathe. I call forth the unconditional love, light, and power of the heavenly forces now for our highest good. Coming down, bending knees. I call forth the unconditional love, light, and power of the earth now for our highest good. I call forth the unconditional love, light, and power of the heavenly forces now for our highest good. Breathe. Let it out. I call forth the unconditional love, light, and power of the earth now for our highest good. Lifting your energy up. I call forth the unconditional love, light, and power of the heavenly forces now for our highest good. One more round. Breathe and let it out. I call forth the unconditional love, light, and power of the earth now for our highest good. Breathe it. I call forth the unconditional love, light, and power of the earth, the heavenly forces now for our highest good. Bringing your hands over your heart or over your body, wherever feels right. And just allow integration here. Now, while you're here, just imagine that person you would like to be. Whether it's someone else that has the qualities that you would like to imagine for yourself, or if it's a higher version of yourself with all your talents and abilities being expressed. Just whatever is right for you in this moment. There's no assignment, there's no should or oughta, just what's right for you. But use your imagination. Now take it a step further. Believe you are that person. Believe it. You can even repeat in your mind or verbally if you wish. I am that I wish myself to be. I believe I'm expressing my talents, my gifts, my purpose for this life. Now, I believe in myself. Release your arms, open your eyes if you had them closed, step back to the back end of your mat. And just to start warming up, just bring one knee up to your chest and then the other, back and forth, alternating legs. Now coming back to the back edge of your mat, just bring your hands onto your hips like you're an authority. You are an authority, believe it. If you are an authority over no one else other than yourself, that's fine. You are the authority. You're going to step out into the world, taking a breath. Left leg forward. Bend your front knee in warrior one legs. Pull back, step it in. Come back to the back edge of your mat. Take in your breath. Step your right leg out into warrior one legs. Stepping out into the world with all of these qualities that you have. Your gifts, your talents, expressing your version of the source. Pull back, inhale, step it in. Now come to the front end of your mat. Take in a breath. Soften both knees. Reach your left leg back. Step it back into warrior one. Now you're going to release the non-belief. So just bend forward. Get ready to push off the front leg, joining the back foot. Come to the front end of your mat. Just let go of non-belief in yourself. Take in your breath. Soften your knees. Take your right leg back. Step it out into warrior one. Not too wide, or you might make it too difficult to push off. So a little lean forward, more onto the front leg, breathe, and push off to the back. All right, come to the center of your mat. Standing twist, separate your feet and swing your arms, loosen up. What are the qualities you want to express? What are they? Who are you? All right. Coming to the, let's come to the back end of the mat. Breathe, arms up overhead. And open out. Exhale into a swan dive down. Bend your knees. Arms out to the side, bring them up overhead next to your ears into chair pose. Seated and relaxed. Though engage your core muscles, draw navel in. And bring arms parallel to the floor. Feet, you might want them hip width apart for this piece. Just lift one heel, then lift the other heel and come onto the balls of your feet into chair pose. Squeeze the ankles together isometrically. Lift up onto the balls of your feet and come down. Bend your knees, bring your palms onto the floor, and just walk forward into a plank. Working with beliefs, we need our power, our personal power. So we're going to strengthen our core, our abdomen. Spread your fingers out nice and wide. Bring your right knee over to your right elbow. Breathe. Hold. Take the leg back into plank. Other leg, breathe first. Breathe out as you bring your left knee to your left ankle. I'm sorry, your elbow. And stretch the leg out into plank. Draw your heels towards the floor, pressing into downward facing dog. Make this the best downward facing dog you've ever done. Heels pressed to the floor. Hips tilt upwards to the sky. Ears are inside the arms. Press the shoulders down. Navel to spine. And walk your feet in. Separate your feet, come down to open the hips before we go into our side poses. Open the knee. And then come down into center, palms together. Lengthen up through your torso, through your crown. Draw your thumbs to your heart center. Believing in yourself. Your power, your connection to the earth is that practical side. So allow her energy to come up into your perineum, bringing you love, practicality, groundedness. And let's bring the energy up. Circle around first in your wrists. reverse, and open and close the fingers. Just bring it in. Bring the palms down onto the mat. Spread your fingers out wide. Lift your hips up and bring your knees into your armpits, and then lean forward. If this is all the further you want to go, that's fine. But see if you can lean, keep your chin lifted, lift one foot and then the other into crow. Give yourself something to crow about. Hold the pose and let your feet down, back into Malasana. Open the hips. The hips are where many people carry fear. So we're going to let that, any of that, just let it flow out. Taking a breath. Bring your palms forward once again. Spread out your fingers nice and wide. Lift your hips. So you have your hips up. Lift the balls, lift your heels onto the balls of your feet. Bring your knees into your armpits or just at the top of your upper arms. Lean forward, lift the toes of one foot. Keep your chin lifting. Lift the other. Hold. Balance. And let it down. Palms on the floor. Lift your hips this time for ragdoll or head to knee. Relax and breathe. Let it all go. All right, soften your knees, a reverse swan. Arms out to the side, lift up, arms overhead. Lift up, palms touching. If you wish, you can overlap one thumb. Connect with the earth through the soles of your feet. Send down your roots. Root into the ground. Breathe. Shift the weight over to your right and turn out your left leg. Focus on a spot and bring your foot up to the inside of your leg. Open the knee. Whoops. Into tree pose. Hold, hold, hold. Believe in yourself. Belief. I am that I wish to be. Bring palms down in front of your heart and step out. Breathe. Swan dive. Come up, out, and down. Head to knee. Reverse swan, arms out. Breathe your way up overhead, arms overhead. Holding palms together, or even just your fingertips, whatever will work. Focus on your spot. Breathe. Breathe out as you shift the weight over to your left and bring your right leg up into tree pose. Root into the ground. Believe in yourself. I am that. I am. And release. Lower down. Just circle around in your shoulders for a few rounds, a few circles. Reverse direction. Shake out your hands, your wrists, your fingers. Loosen it up. All right. Just come into a powerful Tadasana. Engage your legs. Press your feet into the ground. Press. Lift your kneecaps. Engage your thighs. Hips. Core. Shoulder blades pull down your back, lift in the crown of your head, fingertips press to the ground. Engaged. Powerful. And breathe palms over your heart. Turn sideways. With your right shoulder towards the end of the mat, the front end of your mat. All right, taking a breath. Bend your knees and hop out into 5-pointed star. Shine your light. Feel your abdomen as this bright, brilliant, golden light shining. Legs are engaged, shoulders down. Shine that light so bright, it becomes white and your body's no longer visible. You're just this ball of white light. Believe in yourself. Imagine you being who you want to be, who you are becoming. Now turn your right toes to the front, the left heel to the back, bend your front knee, your right knee into warrior two. Gaze over your fingertips. Press down in the back hip. Bring your right hand onto your knee. Lift your left arm up next to your ear. Reach up, breathe. And bend your right elbow. Come into a modified lateral angle. You can rest your right forearm on the thigh. Palm up. Look up under your arm. Shoulder blades down. Now lift your left arm up and lift up out of your pose. Back to warrior two. We're just going to switch sides. So the back foot is facing the mat, the back end. Bend your knee. The right heel presses outward. Open the thigh, the knee. Gaze over your fingertips. Shoulders open. That light is still shining brightly as you relax into your hips and deepen your pose. The deeper you go, the brighter your light. Bring your left hand onto your knee. Reach up with your right arm. Breathe up and come down into your modified lateral angle. Open the chest, look up under your arm. Believe in yourself. Lift your right arm, pull out into warrior two. And straighten the knee. Relax your arms down, shake it out. Hop back in and come down sitting on your mat for a twist. Just bring your right knee in, your left leg wherever you need it to be, either in front of the shin, beyond the knee, or beyond the thigh. Lift up, draw the knee in. And breathe and relax in that hip. Let it open, let it stretch. Use your Ujjayi breath if you want. If you want the benefits from Ujjayi, strengthening the lungs, the muscles. So hold on to your leg. Reach your left arm out. Breathe it up. And turn in your spine. Use your arm for leverage. Come around. Bring it down behind you and breathe in your twist. Now release your twist. Press down in your sitting bones and lift your back arm up to your ear and unwind. Pick up your foot. Just come into a little loosening for the hip. Rocking the baby if you wish. Feel that all the way up into your waist, your sacroiliac joint, and we'll switch sides now. Final stretch. You're on the home stretch. All right, lift up. Sitting bones grounded into the earth. Draw the knee in. And then scoop your right arm out, lift it up, reach up tall. Hold on to your leg and pull around into your twist. Now see if you're ready to go further. We should have done this on the first side, but as you hold your leg there, if you straighten out your arm, you might be able to reach that front knee and look over your back shoulder. There's another way to hold this twist. If you take that front arm underneath the bent knee, then take the back arm and hook your fingers into your twist. Just some fun things you can do to play with your twist. All right. Preparing to come out of your twist. Press the sitting bones down and breathe your back arm up to your ear and unwind into the front and rocking the baby a little bit, just loosening more in that hip and the low back. Ah, yeah. All right. Now just bring your feet out with knees bent and a couple of cat stretches. Just loosen up in your back, move out any debris or toxins that were released. And then find your way down to Shavasana for some deep relaxation, imagining yourself who you want to be, how you want to express. You have a future guide, a future self guide. You can call on that part of you, especially now with the ascension happening, heading towards that graduation. Relax down. Letting go more and more. Now start to come back aware of you, believing that you are that person. And allow it to shine through you, that part of you. What are the qualities you want to express? What talents do you want to express fully? Your purpose for being here. There's no coincidence. We're all here for this ascension. Coming through many, many, many lifetimes to this point in time. Becoming you, your best self. So bring some movement into your body, hands and feet, head side to side. Slide your feet together, excuse me, and lift your knees up to your chest. If you like, you can bring your head up to meet your knees or not, whichever. And come over to one side and roll up into sitting. Bring your hands into the dome, all fingertips and thumbs touching, creating a ball, a dome. The mudra. Allow yourself to be inspired more and more to go higher and higher into your essence, deeper into your expression of your soul. And bring palms to Anjali Mudra. Sending gratitude because the universe supports you in this. You can't have any greater support than that. Let it in. Free yourself to be you. Namaste, everybody. Brought myself to tears with that one. Woo!
Pretty amazing. Wow.